let's take a moment on an issue that just keeps coming back. The issue of polygamy is one, has this historical kind of flavor, and every session, many sessions, we talk about this. A poll was done recently in the state of Utah, what people thought about it. The majority of them, 51%, said, yeah, this should be a crime. Somehow 34% said it shouldn't. But we have a bill this session making it a felony for someone to be involved in a polygamous relationship. Let's start with you, Representative.
Well, it's already a felony, but what you've got in current statute is that it's constitutionally subject to attack. The 10th Circuit suggested that you need more than just holding yourself out as a polygamist. You need to both hold yourself out as a polygamist and cohabitate. Right now the statute says it's a felony if it's or, either one of those two things. So Attorney General Reyes has brought a bill. Mike Noel is the sponsor of it, and he's trying to make it tighter, put the and in there. Well, that came before our Judicial Standing Committee a couple of days ago, and it was a 3.5-hour hearing, and we had people coming up left and right talking about it from one perspective or another. It's a tough issue given Utah's history. And that's what we're struggling with right now.
And Brian's right, because under our Constitution, you can't criminalize someone's religious beliefs, and you cannot criminalize their speech. And so we can criminalize actions. But here's the rub. If you enforce this as a felony, if you have a polygamous wife who is being abused, maybe she doesn't want her husband to go to prison for 20 years, but maybe she just wants some relief. Now she's afraid to reach out to authorities. Same with her children. And so it's the same issue that you have with this illegal immigrant class. If they're afraid to go to the police for help, they become an at-risk population that others will prey upon them because they know there's nothing they can do. If they ask for help, they're deported. You have that. You're going to create that same problem if you start enforcing felonies, because the polygamous people, they'll be afraid to come forward when they really do need help.
It's really a difficult issue, and there are so many nuances. I sat through that hearing. I'm on the Judiciary Standing Committee in the House, and listened to these people, and as we went through that hearing and went on and on, I found myself thinking, I don't even want to vote on this bill. This is so difficult, and we ended up holding it because we want to think about it and take some more testimony and take a closer look at it. I don't know that you'll have it come back to the House in this session, but whatever we do, it's an issue that we've seen for over 100 years in Utah is a very thorny, difficult issue for a lot of reasons.
As a member of the press, how do you cover this difficult issue?
Straight down the line. This is one that we are equally careful on, and realize that there is a lot of emotion around, and this is something you don't weigh in with a lot of opinion, you just cover the facts.
Okay, so so you all agreement, at least our legislators, that one's gone for.
I think it's going to be tough to have that brought back. Mike Noel could bring it back. I mean, he's a very persistent guy and a very effective legislator, and Attorney General Reyes wants something done on this. So.
And Mike Noel passed this same bill through the House last year, and it died in the Senate. If it does get through the House, I'm not sure it gets through the Senate this year.
Okay, very good. I was going to end it with one more thing that may or may not be done. Marijuana, medicinal marijuana, just like a couple seconds. Is medicinal marijuana done in this legislative session?
I think it's pretty much done, simply because the UMA, the Utah Medical Association, came out in a very forceful statement and said, look, don't put us as doctors in the position of trying to prescribe something that we don't understand. We don't have consensus within the medical community about what it's good to treat and what it's not good to treat. So we need to do more study on this.
We need everyone watching this show to write their congressmen and their senators, U.S. senators, and say, declassify marijuana from a Schedule I controlled substance, because our hands are handcuffed at the state level until Congress does that.
Very good. We'll watch these closely. Thank you so much for spending a little minute on these issues that people are talking about.
Thank you.